Healthy relationships and living in community are skills that can be refined over one's lifetime. My name is Emily Carlisle, and I'm our Director of Residence Life Operations.
And my name is Zach Snyder. I am Director of Residential Experience for AC Residence Life.
Here in Res Life, we believe that every person is made in the image of God and that they deserve a safe home where they can belong and grow. But what happens if the place that you call home starts to feel less like a place of belonging and more like a place that has conflict and maybe some resentment? Well, we are here to help talk to you about what are some things that you can do to make sure that your home continues to be a space where you can live in community and improve those healthy relationships.
One of the first things that we recommend is that you try to control what you can control. We want you to ask yourself, is this a problem, or is this just something that's new that I'm feeling uncomfortable about? For example, if the room is messier than you might like it to be, is the space that you control, is your half of that room clean, and have you had the chance to put things away in the way that makes sense for you in your side of the room? If the temperature's not exactly what you would want it to be, have you turned on a fan? Have you added a blanket to make yourself a little bit warmer? Whatever it is, these little small things can do a lot to make you feel more comfortable. And we want you to just take a moment to reflect about whether or not you've taken the steps that you need to take in order to be more comfortable.
So if you've asked yourself, have I done what I can do? And you've decided everything that I've been able to control in my space has been managed, but I'm still experiencing discomfort. The next thing we recommend you try is to communicate. So often when we're experiencing discomfort, we neglect to tell the person that we're frustrated or upset with about the problem. We tend to go around the person and talk to all of the other people in our lives rather than confronting the problem directly. Here in Residence Life, we really want to make sure that we're empowering students to talk to each other about the problems that they're experiencing. Experiencing conflict within your living space is very common, but the first step to solving those problems is making sure that you're talking directly to the person that you might have the problem with. Some things that can help you with effective communication is to make sure that you're using statements that start with I. You want to ensure that you're not placing blame on the other person, but rather letting them know how you feel, what your boundaries are, and maybe what needs you have that aren't being met. We want to make sure that the other person has been able to fully hear you and has an opportunity to respond. Everybody within the space should have the ability to feel like they are safe and heard, and that they are getting to have an opportunity to talk about the conflict directly.
Last, we would want to say that if you have had that conversation with your roommate and things aren't getting better, reach out for help. We have a whole staff full of people who have been trained to work with you to try to resolve the conflicts that you might be experiencing. We have your RAs who have all been through a semester-long course to be trained in how to help in all different types of situations, including a whole section on conflict resolution. And if they aren't able to help you, then we can move up to your RD. And when you go and approach your RD about an issue, they'd be happy to work with you as well. In addition to our staff being able to sit down with you and your roommate to help work things through, we also have an online conflict resolution course that we've created that has been a really helpful tool as roommates have been working through living in a new environment together.
Living in community can definitely present challenges. And if you're experiencing challenges, know that you're not alone and you're definitely not the first person to go through this type of experience. Remember, you have been living in community more than likely over the course of your whole life. Whether you've lived at home and experienced conflict with your parents, if you've ever fought with siblings, and moving forward into the future, you may have roommates in the coming years and potentially a spouse or children that you may experience challenges living with. We know that this is a new environment and potentially you're away from home for the first time, but we want to ensure that you know we deeply care about your safety and we deeply care about your belonging, and we are here to navigate those challenges of living in community together.